Okay, I record for those who not able to come. So this is a lesson Pali Made Easy, lesson 15. So before that, I need to do some kind of like very brief revision, all right? So in lesson 1, we learn present tense, for example, gachati, gachanti, gachansi, gacheta, gachami, gachama. And then aorist, past tense, lesson 8. Future will be Isak. Okay. Now, actually, you can see the Pali. Very easy, right? When you see like Gachati is, like Budam Saranang Gachami. Here, Gachati goes. Then here will be, for example, Gachi. Then when. Then you put the Isa. Put the with Isa will go, right? Then optative is lesson 7 with the word aya. They always see the word aya or with a short a. So this will be should or would go. It's actually like English, okay? So how do we call it? I think the model word, they call it model word, all right? Like may or whatever model word. Now when you see the tu or entu, like for example, you always see the like suki hotu hontu or this. So this translate as may or may he go or let him go, may go or let him go. Okay. And then like just now, we see this one. Tua, gan tua. Sometimes if you have a pref, prefix in front, agantua, agantua or gamya. Ya become ya become agama. Anyway, that's a y. So either tua or tuana or sometimes with the ya suffix. Uh, so this is tum. Tum is infinitive, all right? Now, infinitive means always like to go. So Jaren, you translate word like the word like having gone or after going. So sometimes you have the ya or tua or tuana. Tum will be to go. So literally every time you see the word tum, you can translate in your mind as go. Now this is a past participle. Uh, with the ta, right? Ta sometimes there's another suffix na. Okay, so ta or na. Then present participle with 22, and then conditional with the isa and so on. And then future tense and so on. So lesson 33, causative 35, passive and so on. So far in a Pali Made Easy, so PME, okay, we call it Pali Made Easy book. So actually, this is the book I think is very good because in our university we also use this book. So this book is actually focused more on verbs first. Some of the book like Pali Premier, whatever, they focus on noun. But the problem is when you focus on noun, you get very confused because the noun there are many different types of declension. It change here and change there. So after a while, people cannot follow the change. But if with the verbs, actually, it's very easy, noticeable the change. It's not so difficult. Okay, now Pali, we start with the Pali Made Easy. Okay, two suffixes ta and na can be added to the verbal base or root. Now, root, for example, pat is to fall plus ita. Okay, so patita, fallen. If present tense will be patati, so pat plus a and ti, present tense falls. He falls or it falls. But when we write in a past participle format, we put the ita suffix. So this means that either the I is optional. Sometimes we have ita or ta. So when you put the root part and ita become patita, fallen. So normally we use en, okay? You can see here. En to represent it as a past participle. Now, second root is na, ina or na. So beat is broken. So na, bin na. So D and N become we call assimilated to DD. So like just now, EN fallen here will be broken, all right? Fallen, broken. So the meaning bindati is breaks. So present tense, you can see how present tense is linked with the past participle. So anyway, here just recognize it ta or ita, na or inna, na or na. So that's why we put the I in the round quotation. Sorry, round how you call it, bracket, to show that. Sorry, so big. To show that it's optional. Right, kinna, ki plus na, so n kinna, because of the due to the R sound, all right? So dental N become lingual N. So kinna. So this coming from the kirati. Ki plus R and D scatters. So kinna is actually past participle. So it's called scattered here. ED. Okay, Chai, so far can follow? Can now?
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So more example. Up plus pa and ya. So here will be, so earlier on we say past participle is added to verbal base and verbal to the verbal root. So you can see pat and bit and key. So all these are root, okay? All these are root. But when you come to this upaya here, because there's a prefix up and pat and ya, so when you combine your upajati, so this is a verbal base, okay? Verbal base plus the ita, you got the upachita, arisen or born. So this is a PP. PP means past participle. Okay? So sometimes you add to the root, sometimes you add to the base. All right? So verbal base, sometimes we use the word VB. VB to show it's a verbal base. Okay? All right?
Okay.
Present tense is upapachati. So verbal base means you have the prefix ut, root part, and then conjugation yang. So upacha and ita. So upachita, arisen or born. So far it's still okay, right? So it's not so difficult. You either put the ita or ta, put the ina or na. That's all. Okay? So far it's up to here, not so difficult. Okay, so this one easy. Now, so for example, next one. So we know gachati, goes. Now, gachati actually coming from another root. The root is gum. Gum become gach. So you got gachati or gamati. Gachisati or gamisati. Okay? So either these two. So the PP, past participle for this gachati is gum, the root gum. You drop the M, so you got the ta. So you got gata. Right? Gata. So you see this tatagata many times in tatagata. Tatagata. Tatagata is we call it task gone. So in Chinese we call it lu lai, lu lai. So task gone, tata gata or tata agata. So literally we call it task gone. This is a tata plus gata or tata plus agata. Okay, so gata is gone. A with the prefix a means negative, means come. So task gone, task come. So tathagata means the Buddha. So it means the Buddha gone in a way the previous Buddha gone, or the Buddha gone in the Noble Eightfold Path, or Buddha come follow the tradition of the other Buddha. So there are many different translations. But anyway, tathagata means So you see the kata many times means PP. So we translate as gone. Okay, PP, gone. Can you follow? Right. So do we have let's say if we are going to do the gachita, okay, it doesn't have the root gachita here. So since the root it used is always gum. Right, now we are going to make a sentence for Pali Maize for from this PP. Now it can be active or passive, depends on sentence, all right? So if active, we look at it, the subject will be nominative, object will be accusative. Passive will be the other way around. The object will be nominative, agent, or the doer will be instrumental. So the PP, past participle, has to agree with the subject, has to be better put it, has to be agreed better. Has to be agreed with the subject object in gender, case, and number. Sometimes they use it what GCN. Actually, I learned from my student. I always ask them what is GCN, gender, case, and number, GCN. All right, but when it's a complex sentence, it might change. Anyway, so we look at one example first. Very simple one. So R plus gum is to go, all right? And ta. Agam ta bukan agata. Agata means came, right? So we see this word before came. So puriso agato, PP. Agato is PP. Agato coming from the agata. The ta here, A change it to O because follow the O. So puriso is O, so agato should be O. Puriso is masculine, nominative singular. Puriso. So agato should be masculine, nominative singular because they must follow each other. Okay, so how we should translate it? A man came. A man has come. A man had come. All right. So in three ways, literally, later we'll explain how few ways. So literally, agato, you can make it a very simple sentence. Puriso, agato. A man came. A man has come. A man had come. Three way. All right. So far, okay? Okay. Now, Poliso Agachi. Now, compared to Poliso Agachi, a man came. So this Agachi is aorist, right? So this is definitely is in past tense only, in aorist mode. But agato here is a PP here, past participle, but it can be in three ways how we translate. It can be, now if you look at the came actually can be like past tense. Has come will be, we call it, how you call it? Past perfect, right? No, present perfect. And had come will be past perfect. It actually is kind of like learning the Pali together with English. So I remember when I learned this past participle, the teacher was talking about all this with the English grammar. So I take some time to going to figure out what is past tense, present perfect, or past perfect, whatever. So anyway, agachi is very clearly to say something has happened. So it's definitely it's a past tense here. But agato can be the man has come and means that he can still be here. Okay? Compared to this Purisa Agachi means the man came already, it's finished already. But agato means he might come and he might still be here. All right? So the option is a little bit bigger. Can you follow? Now next one. Now senani. Senani, even though there's a long I here, sena is a masculine singular. All right? So it's also agato because agato also must be masculine nominative singular. Right? So senani is a general came, has come, or had come. All right, so far can follow? If you start, you better tell me, no?
Okay.
Okay, all right. Now, when we want to make it a plural, so instead of puliso, we change it to pulisa. Do you see that? Here, puliso. Where's my Where's my color things? Yeah. Mhm. Okay, yeah. I'm looking for this color. Okay, this one. So earlier on, Puriso or, so always see the ending. Here it become Purisa. Okay. So earlier on, Puriso Algato, singular. Here will be Purisa Agata. Right? No, not sorry, not this color. Should be this color. Okay, this is just to highlight how we're going to make the changes. Um, okay, can you follow? Puriso agato, purisa
Okay.
agata. All right, right. So now the difference is long A means pura. So it's a nominative subject, pura. So instead of a man become men. Men, many men came, have come, had come. So our English should translate accordingly. All right. Right now it's okay. Okay. So finish. This is a simple two example. So this is active. All right. A man come is an active sense. Now next one. So next example. Luco is a tree. Luca from the word luca. Luco patito. So a tree has fallen down. So it's from the patati. Patati is fall. So pat and ita. So fell. So a tree has fallen down, had fallen down or fell down. All right. Okay. So it's another example. No problem. Now, when the next one, this is a feminine. So F for feminine. So we need to put long A because it's feminine. So Kanya, a girl, Agata. So you should put long A here because Kanya is feminine. This means that the past participle, this Agata should follow the Kanya. Okay, so it's okay, no problem. Now next one is a neuter, Chitam. So you have this nasal consonant. So upapachitam also must follow. So the mind arose, has arisen, or had arisen. But if you're going to put the chitam upachito, so it's wrong. Okay? Because it does not follow the ending part. So far, okay? I think it's okay. It's not so difficult. It's only some small example here. So when you analyze, you have to write is a masculine or feminine or neuter. It's a what case, nominative, what kind of number, singular. So I have to write like this. All right. So when you go for lesson 14 and 15 onwards, you have to write in all your exercise like this already. Okay. Now, okay, now we're going to put more thing, all right? Now, subject is nominative. Object should be in accusative. All right? Okay. Now, simple things here. So we look at this example. Puriso bunjito. Puriso is man. Bunjito means from the word bunjati, all right? From the word bunjati. Bunjati means eats. So it's also same root. So you have this but plus bun and then change to bun. Okay, butch plus ita, bunchita. So bunchita become bunchito. So puriso bunchito. The man had eaten. It's not a problem yet. Right now, you need to put what does he eat. He eats rice. So the rice is object. So the object now should be in an acquisitive case. So Puriso odanam punjinto. Right? Puriso punjinto. So Puriso punjinto as above here. Puriso punjinto. So Puriso punjinto is correct. But odanam should be acquisitive case. So the man had had eaten the rice. So this is an active sentence with the past participle in the bunjinto. Okay, so that's why bunjito is a masculine nominative singular. Follow the puriso. Is a PP here, past participle. Odanam is masculine acquisitive singular. It's a rice here. So the way we eat, the way we write. Okay, so you have to write in three ways. English. Who is the subject here? Subject is puriso, object is odanam, verb is punjito. In Pali, masculine nominative singular. And then the meaning, M is meaning, man, rice, Ed has eaten rice, and S is sentence. Okay? All right. So this finished already. Now, if you add some more, so you can put the word hoti. Okay. Now, when you put hoti, hoti is a present tense, right? So when you put hoti is a present tense, so you cannot put he ate. So you cannot take the first example. You also cannot take the second one, had eaten. But you only can take the middle one, has eaten. Okay, can follow? Because hoti is a present tense. So you cannot put the past tense at. You cannot put the past perfect had eaten. So you only can take the present perfect has eaten. Okay? Can also.
So if we want to do past tense, so we put
If you want to do past tense, you don't put the word hoti.
oh
Okay?
okay.
Just drop it. Yeah. Or if you want to be put, you also can put like what is it? Whole what is the past tense?
Ahosi.
Hosi. But I think it's seldom put here. You can put also, but it doesn't look okay. Because past participle can stand by itself, right? Actually, even this hoti is not so. It's only if we just use it for example. Even you don't use example, we can just take past participle as it is because we look at the whole sentence context. Now, okay. So far, present tense in active mode is very simple. You just always put the subject in nominative case. Object must be acquisitive case. Okay. Now, we are going to write passive. Now, you want to change passive. Passive is a little bit tricky. So you say my exam is a tricky question. When do you see the past participle? You will cry. All right. Now, when passive type, the object is nominative. Agent will be instrumental. All right. Just now in active type, the object is acquisitive. Now the object is nominative. All right. So just remember, agent or doer is instrumental. Object is nominative. Now, so oda no. So rice. In object, English is object. Pali is a masculine nominative singular, meaning is the rice. Okay. Now, because it's a passive, so we translate the rice. Okay. Now, bunjito. The bunjito actually follow the odano. Okay. So because bunjito qualifies or modify the odano. Because the rice, now, since you can translate in a passive way, so was eaten, has been eaten, or had been eaten. So this is a passive English. But the agent will be in instrumental. So by the man. Okay, you can see the by the man. So by the man will be Puresena. So Purisena is masculine instrumental singular. Okay? All right?
Actually, it cannot be the rice is eaten, cannot lah.
The rice is what? Sorry?
Is eaten by the man, cannot. It must be in the past tense. It
Is
cannot be in
eaten by
the,
the man. Okay? Can also. Okay?
because earlier we learned is past tense, present perfect, past perfect. We
Yeah,
didn't
right,
say
right.
it is a present tense.
Okay, no, if you want to put this one, then if you want to put is eaten, then we have to use the passive verb. Passive verb is in the lesson, what? Passive, you have to go for lesson 33. Is eaten. That's a passive. Is eaten. But here is a past participle. Lesson 33. All right?
But was eaten also passive,
Yeah, but this is a to do the past participle. That's why past participle you can translate in the three way. But you say is eaten is present passive. All right, present passive. This one is a past passive. Okay. Now we are talking about past participle. You see the meaning? Past participle. We are not talking about present participle. We are talking about past participle. Okay. All right. Okay. So the rice was eaten, had been eaten by the man. Okay. Can So next example. Luca, pura, trees, chinna, cat, police be or police he. So agent by the man, right? So the Luca, the chinna is a PP here, past participle. It follow the Luca, the object. So it's in a nominative plural. Trees. The trees were cut or have been cut. These two are in nominative plural by the man. By the man means by the people, by the workers and so on. So you can write in this way, or if you want to write another way, you put a police he, police be first, then followed by chinna luka also can, right? So either way, it's understood the chinna is actually qualifies or modifies or linked with the luka. Okay, so far? So next time when I give you all notes, you have to read in advance, no? Okay. Now, object and no object. Now, past participle, sometimes we call it object. We object, we call it transitive. Transitive means that the action is passed to another object. That's why the English is called transitive. All right. So next one. So now, it's actually same like just now, but it's another migo. Migo. Now, because this is a passive one, so object is always in nominative singular. So remember, in passive sentence, object is always nominative singular. Instead of miga, become migo. Dicto is also PP in a masculine nominative singular, seen. So the deer was seen or has been seen or whatever by the man. So pulisena by the man. All right. So how you translate? The deer was seen, has been seen, had been seen by the man. So this is we call it the object. All right. So this is another example also. It's just like
Saji,
something.
sorry, Ipurisena dito migo cannot.
Purisena dictomigo. Can also.
Can also. Okay.
Purisena dictomigo or purisena it's alternate sentence, yeah. But because this is a verb, so dicto you should put at the end. You want to put the purisena dictomigo. You want to put the dicto in the middle, right? If this exists in a poem, normally it's okay because poem is always breaking the rules. But the verbs, the PP should put at the end. Okay. Now all these have the object, so this is called transitive. All right. Now another one. Okay. Wadena by the hunter, which is agent in instrumental case. Hato, killed. From the word hata, all right? Hata is coming from word like hanati, kills. So the roots will be han. Han plus ta, you change it to hata. Hata become hato. Deer, the deer is object here, normally singular. The deer will be killed, has been killed by the hunter. So this one we call it PPP. Now we are in the passive one, so we call it PPP. PPP means passive past participle, right? So yeah, we can put PPP here. Okay, right. So PPP means passive past participle. So the deer was killed by a hunter, right? Now this sentence is easy. The deer was killed by hunter is a passive, so the object will be the deer. So the instrument, the agent will be wadena. Wadena means an instrumental case by the hunter. Now, but if we going to make the sentence aham pasami, I see. Okay? I see. Aham is I. Pasami is I see. I see the deer. Now, deer here is no longer as a nominative. You have to change it as a accusative case. Right? So when you change it as accusative, the hatong here cannot be hato. It must change it to hatam. Because it must follow the migam. Because migam must be the object for aham. Aham is subject, so migam must be the object. So here, migam is the object. So aham is the subject. So that's why above hato become hatam. Above migo become migam. Okay? All right?
Okay.
All right. So up to here, still okay? So you can see this hatam migam. But sometimes when you write the Pali Make Easy lesson 15, you have to put the bracket here because you show that this phrase is related to each other. You can put bracket. Okay. So like for example, I see a deer. Then this deer is killed by the hunter, by the huntsman. So you can put like number 2. That's why I put the number 1. All right. The deer killed by huntsman. I see a deer. Actually, we call it, this is how I call it, compound, complex sentence. In a complex sentence, two phrases are linked to each other. I see a deer, and this deer is killed by huntsman. So, wadena hatam migam, then migam aham pasami. Right? Wadena hatam migam is one part. Then migam aham was pasami is another one. Okay?
So the hatam become PPP also ah? Hatam become what?
PPP.
Hatam also PPP ah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it actually the migam, the deer killed by huntsman. So this is it's a passive sentence by itself, right? Passive phrase. Because it's passive phrase, so it's a PPP. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Right. Now, what if we don't have the object? So this is easy one, more easy. So without object, so we call it intransitive. So this is a PP is just a subject complement. Subject will be like manoso, human. So subject complement will be tato. A human has gone. A human, maybe manusa, yeah, it's okay. Human gone, tito. Human has stand. So human has sometimes tito can be exist. I think we need to put a dot there. Yeah, you put a dot below, okay? Tito put a dot. So here, is there any object? You have a subject complement. Do we have object here? We don't have object, right? So sometimes in Pali, you have sentence with object, we call it transitive. Sentence without object, called intransitive. So in Pali Meiji, if you read the lesson 15, there's got one note at that page here. So it take me some time to understand what is transitive, intransitive. All right. Okay, Luko is a tree. Patito, a tree fell down. A tree has fallen down. A tree had fallen down. So is there any object? So there's no object. So there's only subject. So this is all called without the object. Okay, now, so far we have learned different types of verb. So it's good to see, right? Now, what is possible in with the past participle? This why past participle is very complex because it involves different types. For example, Puriso agato, the man came. Puriso agato, the man has come. This is called present perfect. If you want to put a hoti, Puriso agato hoti. So the man has come also. But if you want to put the word asi to show this is a past tense, so the man had come. So puriso agato asi. When you put asi, it definitely means it has the man had come already. So when you put asi, you cannot translate as has. You must translate as had, had. Okay, can you follow?
Also can be the man came, right?
But this is a past participle, right? Past participle. So yes, you also can put the man came also. Can also. But I already show in the first example. That's the number one. First example. Okay, number one. So this one I don't show here. We just want to show there's three different words. One is a past tense, present perfect. The third one is a past perfect. Okay. Now the next one is a passive sentence. This one we show already earlier on. Okay. So this example already, number 4, the tree were cut down by the man. All right. So this is a passive past tense. Now, if you want to make it as passive, so you can translate as same example, Luka China Prise Bi Prise Bi. So this one, because this is to do with the passive one, so you can translate as have been cut or had been cut by this example. Luka China Prise Bi Prise Hi. Okay. So I think I better put this 4. Yeah. Okay. So this means that in a sense PP, you can use as a past tense, present perfect, past perfect, passive past tense, passive present perfect, passive past perfect. All right, 6 of them. Still not finished yet. Now you can put as gerund also. So this is also in some case. For example, you look at this example. So he Virahamha from the monastery. Ida Agato. He has come from the monastery. Idani now. Tahim Sayati. Okay. So since Agato, verb 1, exists first, and Sayati, verb 2, exists later. So this past participle, you can translate in a word like gerund. So you can translate as he having come, or he came and, all right, and even though you don't see the word and, but as a gerund, we can translate as a, remember gerund means some of the action, you can translate like come and something, all right? Or you translate having come or after coming, all right? So this is we translate as a gerund. So 3 ways, gerund, after coming, or you translate having come or after coming, or you can translate came and something. Because past participle is implied, there's a hutwa, right? There's a hutwa. So agato hutwa means agachitwa, right? So means that even though you don't see the word hutwa, but we combine become agachitwa. Agachitwa means after coming or having come or he came in. All right. I think that's enough for today. This is
This one we don't bother whether correct in grammar or not, is it? He came here from the monastery and now he lies down there like a bit odd in the grammar sense.
okay. Means okay. So or we can translate. He has come. Okay. He has come means that he has come from the monastery. Means that this action is not long. Maybe it just happened between yesterday or today or this morning. So this action and continue to today. And now he lies there. Right? So but this
So
one
he
means
has
that
come, okay lah.
the has come is better. I think has come is better. So after coming or have come. So that's a better. All right. So anyway, Gerald means in three sense. Uh, it means that the first action comes. So this means that this agato imply this is a verb one and sayati is a verb two. All right. So this means that how many way we can translate? Uh, past tense, present perfect, past perfect, passive. If it is a passive sentence, and also gerund. Okay. So past participle is a big range. All right. It's actually like tatagato. Even like tatagato is a noun. You can translate use it as a noun. So have you print out this one? You have print out, right? Okay. So okay. I think that's all. All right, now. Okay, later I will go through your exam. So before go through your exam, so maybe you want to do the chanting?
Oh.
All right, I show the screen for people. So yeah. Okay, now Sister Chai Hun will lead us in the sharing of lyrics. You cannot see the screen, huh?
Imang sharing of merits to all beings. Imang no punya bagam sabasatanam dema. Imang no punya bagang sabasatanang dema. Imang no punya bagang sabasatanang dema. Etawatacha amnehi sambadang punya sampadang. Sabe dewa numodantu sabba sampati siddhya. Etawatacha amhehi sambatang punya sampadang sabbe satta numodantu sabba sampati siddhya. Etawatacha amhehi sambatang punya sampadang sabbe bhuta numodantu sabba sampati siddhya. Sharing merits with the departed ones. Idam no yati nang hotu sukita hontu yatayo. Idam no yati nang hotu sukita hontu yatayo. Idam idwa chirarakantu sasanang akasata chamumata devanaga mahidika punyang tang anumoditwa chirarakantu desanang akasata chamumata devanaga mahidika punyang tang anumoditwa chirarakantu mamparangti. Blessing ayuragogya sampati saga sampati mewacha ato dibana sampati iminate samijatu. Blessing to the world. Devo wasatu kalena sasa sampati hotu cha pito bawatu loko cha raja da bawatu damiko. Then some more. Some more aspiration. Adai maya pati padaya jaramara namha parimushi sami. Idame punyang asawa kaya wahang hotu. Idame punyang dibana sa pacayo hotu. Idame silang mga palayana sa pacayo hotu. Imina punya kami na babe mala samagamo satang samagamo hotu. Yawa dibana patia Buddha sasanang tiran titatu Buddha sasanang chirantitatu. Buddha sasanang chirantitatu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
You chant so fast. so you hope you don't forget, like, so this